Welcome to PWC Real Talk, and today we're talking about a man who, quite frankly, seems to be missing the part of the brain that feels fear. Mehdi Hasan. Now, I remember the first time I saw Mehdi interviewing someone. Honestly, it felt like watching a golfer hit a perfect hole-in-one. Everything landed. Every question, every follow-up, every fact. Every time the guest tried to dodge the question, Mehdi was right there waiting for them. You know those moments when a politician thinks they've escaped the difficult question? Mehdi is standing around the corner saying, "Nice try, but let's go back to what I actually asked." And that's why I respect him. Not because I agree with everything he says, not because I agree with all of his politics, but because the man is fearless. Put him in front of 15 people, he'll speak. Put him in front of 15 million people, he'll speak. Put him in front of a hostile crowd, he'll still speak. Put him in front of politicians, billionaires, celebrities, or activists, he's still going to ask the question. And that takes courage, because it's easy to challenge people when everyone agrees with you. It's a lot harder when half the room wants to boo you. Which brings me to the No Kings protest. Who remembers it? The movement gained national attention across America with protest against what participants viewed as authoritarian behavior and threats to democratic institutions. The message was simple: no crowns, no thrones, no kings. And standing on that stage was Mehdi Hasan. Now, whether you agreed with every speech that day or not, one thing was impossible to ignore: the energy, the confidence, the willingness to stand in front of thousands of people and say exactly what he believed. One moment that really stood out was when Mehdi described himself as the Trump trifecta: a person of color, the son of immigrants, and a practicing Muslim. Now that's the sort of line that immediately gets people's attention. And then he followed it up with a joke that spread across the internet. Actually, let's call it what it was: a verbal steel chair shot. Mehdi said, "The great irony is, of course, that Donald Trump is the son of an immigrant, the grandson of an immigrant, and married to an immigrant. In fact, 2 of his 3 wives were immigrants, proving yet again that immigrants will do the jobs that even Americans are not willing to do." When I first heard that line, I nearly fell off my chair. Honestly, I nearly choked on my banana. I sat there thinking, oh no, Mehdi, what have you done? Donald Daddy is definitely not going to enjoy that one. But here's the thing: whether you laughed at the joke or hated it, you remembered it. And that's the mark of a great speaker. The bigger lesson for me isn't about Donald Trump. It's not even about Mehdi Hasan. It's about journalism. It's about asking difficult questions. It's about challenging people with power. It's about refusing to accept rehearsed answers. Because let's be honest, far too many interviews today go like this: question, talking point, question, talking point, question, talking point. Then everybody goes home, and nobody learns anything. Challenge them, push them, ask the uncomfortable question, and if they don't answer it, ask it again. That's what the best interviewers do. And whether you're talking about Mehdi Hasan, Jeremy Paxman, Andrew Neil, or anyone else who holds powerful people accountable, we need more of that. Not because they're left-wing, not because they're right-wing, but because democracy works best when powerful people know somebody is willing to challenge them. Love Mehdi, hate Mehdi. Agree with him, disagree with him. That's your choice. But one thing is hard to deny: the man is fearless. And in a world where so many people are afraid to speak their mind, that's something worth respecting.